had no part to play in the creation of that story. I was kind of made to feel a bit like a snob. I hope my landlord isn't watching this, but he'll remain nameless, but he knows who he is. So I wanted an older cat that I could do that for. Welcome to Honest TV with me, Nicola. This is my very first YouTube video, and it's not a video that I thought I'd be making, but here we are. I am at home today with my little girl, Lydia. She's not feeling too great, and I just want to be with her, and I thought I would take the time to make this little video to tell you a little bit about her, why I think adopting a senior cat is a great idea, some little things that I've learned along the way, and just a little update about her as well. So I'm going to get into it. First of all, how I came to get Lydia and choose her, basically. I was living in various places. I've moved about 10 times now in my lifetime, which is a lot. And my housemate said he didn't mind getting a cat. He's going to remain nameless in this video because I'm going to tell you a little story about him. He knows who he is. And basically, I just really wanted a cat. I've always wanted my own cat since I had my childhood family cat. And I particularly wanted a ragdoll. Reason being that they are prime indoor cats, and living in a flat, I needed to have an indoor cat. Nice and friendly, docile generally, and I really like long fur as well. I wanted a cat that I could groom, basically. So that was the cat I wanted, and I was going around some shelters, and I was kind of made to feel a bit like a snob for wanting a particular type of breed. But I do feel like when you're looking for a pet, you do kind of have a certain breed in mind in general. I was kind of made to feel like that was a bit like, I don't know, not right when I was looking at shelters. So I turned to Pets for Homes, which is a popular pet website. It's risky because you don't know the history of the animal, if they've been looked after properly, which I'll go on to explain about Lydia. When you're buying from a shelter, obviously they've been checked over. It's a charity. You'll know that they've been neutered, cared for properly, and you get that reassurance from them when you don't get that from buying from somewhere like Pets for Homes. So I found Lydia on there. I was told that she was 10 years old. And again, I really wanted to have a cat that was a little bit older. I didn't necessarily want a kitten. There's so many cats out there that need, a second chance. They're unwanted. They need to be rehomed. So I wanted an older cat that I could do that for. And yeah, the lady told me she was 10 and that she was not being very friendly to her other pets that she had in the home and basically wanted to get rid of her. So that worked fine for me, and I drove to Essex. Before that as well, she told me that she was a little bit matted, which was fine. I could sort that out. But when I got there, she wasn't just a bit matted. She was severely matted. I'll put a little picture of her up here of what she looked like when I first got her. But basically down both sides, she was matted to the skin so badly that she couldn't turn around to clean herself, basically. So every time she was going to the toilet, pretty much I was having to clean her myself. I took her to a groomer, and she basically shaved both of her sides off completely. Again, I'll put a little picture up here. And yeah, so basically she had 2 shaved sides for quite a long time. And after that, she was completely happy. And yeah, she was grooming herself perfect. She was really, really happy. Another little story as well about when I got her. I had a no pets clause in my tenancy agreement. Obviously, my housemate said he didn't mind having a cat. But yeah, basically my landlord didn't know. And when I got Lydia, I brought her home. My housemate said that he was going to have to tell the landlord, and I was crapping myself. So I was like, I'm going to get in trouble. Like, I wasn't planning on telling them. Like, I just thought, you know, if the occasion arose where they were going to come around, I'd just hide her, basically. And yeah, basically, he spun them a little story about how my nan had died and that she had this cat and I couldn't be without the cat. So, and then he blamed me for making him lie. But I had no part to play in the creation of that story. That was all his doing. He'll remain nameless, but he knows who he is. And we were allowed to keep the cat, keep Lydia. So all was good. And basically, I've moved 3 times with Lydia since I've had her. She's been like a trooper every time. I've not had any issues with her up until now. And then also when I first got her, obviously she had the matting issue and she also had a really random ear infection. And I just want to preface the importance of insurance. You need to get your pets insured. I worked on reception at a vet's for a year, and the amount of people you see coming in who don't have insurance, it could be something really minor, everything adds up and people just can't afford it, and you just don't want to be put in that situation. I had my insurance through Pet Plan. They're really great because they deal with just pet insurance. So there's a lot of insurance out there. They have like car, home, pet, you know, a bit of everything. And I just felt like with Pet Plan, like they really care about your pets. And when you talk to them, the customer service is really great. And they're really respected by vets as well. And they do take direct claims. So I was insured with Pet Plan because of my experience working at the vets. And probably would say about a couple months into having her, she developed some freak ear infection, like runny ear, shaking her head, really badly infected, scratching, itching. It was awful. She was in pain. I kept having to take her back and forth from the vets, getting different medication. Basically, the whole thing ended up costing me about £1,000. And luckily, because I had insurance, they paid out and pretty much covered the whole thing. So that was good. And the other thing about getting your pets from Pets for Homes is that I was told she was 10 years old, but when I got her chip checked at the vets, she's actually 11, which doesn't sound like a big deal. But when it comes to insurance, basically, you've got like a lifetime cover if your pet's of a certain age. So I believe it's 10 years and under. So say if she had the ear infection, like under 10 years old, if she got it again, it would still be covered if I could get that lifetime insurance policy. But because she was older, it meant that because she'd had that, if she got that again, I then wouldn't be covered. So that's the difference. And yeah, so that was kind of naughty of the lady, but obviously I loved her and it didn't really matter to me. I had her and we got the ear thing sorted. She never had it again and it was all good. So yeah, so I moved with her to my next place, and I actually had in my tenancy agreement that I was allowed 1 pet cat. So that was all good. So I didn't have any stress there. But when I moved here, there's a different story. I didn't have pets in my tenancy agreement. I hope my landlord isn't watching this, but obviously I had Lydia and she came here with me and I wasn't planning on telling my landlady, and it wasn't until I had a situation with my hot water. I didn't have any hot water. She sent a plumber around, unbeknownst to me, and the plumber was trying to get in. I wasn't here. She let him in without my permission, and she then found out that I had Lydia. So she emailed me and I was in a huge panic and I can't live without her. So I registered Lydia as an emotional support animal. So you can go to ESA UK and you can register your pets as an emotional support animal for like a small fee. You do need a doctor's note, and you get this really cute little card, which I will show you. It looks something like this. Look at her. She is so cute. But yes, you get this little card, and basically you can then show that to your landlord. And yeah, and that's what I did. And she was allowed to stay. So that was all fine. But yeah. So yeah, that was very stressful. But otherwise, she's been completely happy here. Yeah, I just love living with her. And yeah, basically what's happening at the moment is that she has got a lump in her abdomen, and I'm not sure what it is. The vets want to do blood tests, urine sample, and an abdomen scan, but I'm waiting for my insurance to see if they will pay for this, because they're saying that it's a pre-existing condition because she had something similar in December. But yeah, that's where I'm currently at the moment. And yeah, so yeah, I just wanted to tell that little story about how I got her. And yeah, we've had some crazy times, moving 3 times, and she's even done a cat competition. And I'll show you her rosette. Basically, she did the Loving Cats Worldwide competition. This is her rosette. She got 3 seconds and a third. The letters mean something, but I don't actually know what they mean. But yeah, so for an 11-year-old cat who is now 16, she's had a good life. And I just really recommend, like, if you're looking for a pet, number one, if you're looking for a pet, I really recommend getting one. Obviously, when they get sick, it's very stressful. But I just feel like having a pet, it's a really like unique experience of that. I feel like we're always kind of like living really far in the future or living in the past, and we don't ever like appreciate like the here and now. And I feel like when you've got a pet, like it forces you to kind of be present in the moment and be with your pet in that very moment. I don't know why, but it just does. So I really recommend having a pet for that. And yeah, like I say, there are so many pets that are older that need homes. I 100% don't regret getting Lydia at an older age. A lot of people said that to me, like, why would you want an old cat? I just think, why not? Like, why not? I know technically they have a shorter lifespan, but like, I just think that's just so unfair that a family would have her since a kitten for like that long and then just not want her anymore. I know like people all have their different reasons, but to kind of have other pets and yeah, then try and get rid of the pet that was there first, which by the way, that's another story of that. I did think that she would want a little friend, and I did actually get another cat, and she did not get on with this cat at all. So yeah, she likes to be on her own. So yeah, there is that. And yeah, like I say, they're all different. They're all different. And yeah, I just thought I'd share my little story. It'd be a short one, but my little story about Lydia and yeah, how I came to be with her, and yeah, and I'll keep you updated. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, like, share, subscribe. Not all my videos are going to be like this. I'm giving her at the moment a little probiotic, which she's so good at taking. Actually, I'm going to give it to her now, and you can see how good she is at doing it. But yeah, she's She's my little bestie and I just can't be without her. And yeah, I just thought I'd make this video just letting you know. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll be back with the next one very soon.